hello?
That
Wow.
wasn't me.
This time.
Yeah.
Yet. All right, give it a minute, right? Okay, so we kind of started this problem yesterday, but you know what? Thanks to my wonderfulness, I screwed it up. So, and I also ran out of time. So, screwed up and ran out of time. So, let's start this over again. Okay, population of the United States is growing at a rate of p prime of t equals 2.867, quantity 1.009 to the t million people a year, where t is the number of years since 2015. Now, since 2015 is a very, very important way to start this problem. Since 2015.
Excuse me.
Since 2015. So that means that 2015 is going to be my, say 0.
Zero.
Thank you. And everything from that point is going to be,
The top.
yeah, so we're adding it, right?
Yeah.
So 5 would actually represent 2020, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so going through this, so let's start off on next page. So integration, so from 0 to 5 of my function, which is going to be 2 point, help me out,
867
times quantity 1.00 to the t, and this is dt. All right, so we're going to go through and find this out. So since I have the function right here, so this one's going to come out. So now one of the integration or antiderivative rules that I totally spaced yesterday, so I'm going to show you the rule. So it's a of t is equal to a of t over ln of a. So this is the antiderivative. So a of t looks like this. Crap, let me write the whole thing. So integration of a of t dt is equal to a of t over ln a plus c. Okay, so that's better, right? So I know you guys have that on your notes right here because you wrote it down. You're not playing with your phone right now, and I'm not getting salty. I'm not. I'm really not. So even though I'm trying so hard not to be salty, and if I was salty, I would get mad because you don't have notes out in front of you that I am trying to go over. And I would not be salty that those notes aren't out and you're actually like not writing stuff down, or being distracted because someone's horrific behavior. See what I did there? Okay. Yeah, it is not acceptable. Alright, you find the notes? Okay. Alright, so now this is going to be crucial to my whole thing. So the antiderivative of a to the t is a to the t over ln a. So now this is going to give me 2.867, right? And that's going to be a to the t, which is 1.009 to the t over ln of 1.009. Okay, and that's going to be from 0 to 5. Bless you, bless you. Wow.
Thank you. She's allergic to math.
Aren't we all?
Just a little bit. Allergies.
You know what? Quite often, I think I'm like, man, you know what? Do you know how easy it would be if I was just like a PE teacher?
Well,
One that doesn't have standardized testing.
Well,
Why
PE teachers,
did they
they still have midterms and stuff.
Huh?
They still have the tests like on computers and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but they don't have like state mandated standardized testing, or be like, hey, we have to go study for the ACT or SAT. Let's go bombard the math teacher, or
So why-
or I could do like history or something like that where you could just like finger paint all day long.
Nobody likes
Do PE teachers and math teachers have the same salary?
Yes. Isn't
Wow.
that sad?
So why you're not
What the
working the
hell?
PE teacher then?
You should
I
just
know,
be a
right?
PE teacher.
I mean, it's not really changed. I'm joking.
He's keep the statistic with the grade.
Oh,
This is his goal.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, and most of those other PE teachers make more money than me anyway. All right. So.
That is sad.
Let's go through and actually do this out. So now I said that it's supposed to be mathematically. I did my thing, right? And I don't have C because I have bounds right here. This is a definite integral. So I don't have C on there. So now can I erase my thing here? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and plug these in. So let's plug it in the calculator. Plug it in the calculator because it's going to be interesting. So it's not a nice number that we're going to want to do. Because do you really want to have 1.009 to the fifth power by hand?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying plug it in the calculator, so you need to pick up the calculator. So, yes, I get it. You don't have it in your country, so,
No, I'm not.
you know, it's...
I'm not talking about like the stuff like LN and stuff.
A lot of stuff.
I'm saying about like graphing functions with calculator and then like finding like the points with all that stuff and you know. I don't think it's right. At least before you learn how to do it by hands and then calculator.
Bless you.
Wow, it's not such a lot.
0.00.
Did you do it all?
Oh, you want to do it all?
All of it. Plug the whole thing in. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do the math. I can't do that in my head, so I don't want to do it.
You can't?
Huh?
You can't do this in your head?
This one, I can. Most of the time I can. But
Because Bogdan,
if it's something I can't do in my head, I don't want to try and do it out.
because I know what Bogdan can easily do
I
this.
cannot do this.
Because all Ukrainians are genius. They're gifted.
There is actually a
You know, if they were close enough to Russians, I would want them on my chess team. But they're not very good.
So
Yeah, they're not.
You just don't know people who are good. You never met.
All Russians study chess.
Hey, no, I don't.
It's in
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, but like. if
It's in school.
I also studied.
No, it's
Part of their school, right?
No, it's. I
Yeah.
mean, no.
See, that's why Ukraine doesn't have it. Moldova
Russia
does, because
doesn't
Moldova's
doesn't
good
have
like
a
that.
lesson as a.
We had chess. I haven't had a like level. I don't know.
Yeah.
How it was. The lowest one is 5, and I had 4th level.
Okay.
Yes, you know.
All right, so what did we come up with yet? Okay, so we've done ripping on Ukraine and, you know, saying Moldova is a good place to go.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Sure,
it.
sure.
At least it's not
I
Estonia.
invite you, all of you, to Moldova. So this
Russian
summer,
people are just good people.
next summer, I wish.
At drinking.
In everything.
I mean,
Have you look, seriously, there's this comedian, look him up, okay? The Machine.
Oh.
Yeah. So yes, that's,
So it's 14.
Do we ever watch it?
what do we have?
14.661.
14.661. What does that mean?
no idea.
So I have
No idea.
other answers.
Did you multiply by 2.86?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, wait, but you found only one thing, and then you have minus
Yeah.
the same thing with t0, and then you multiply by
Ah,
2.
so you get the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14.661, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what does that mean? Let's go back to the question. So that's the reason why I was actually starting this out with explaining
It's
what does a
years.
0 mean and what does a 5 mean.
It's years.
Nope.
It says
Million
that t
people.
is the number of years. So,
Yes,
Oh.
that's the years, right?
Yeah. But
Is
this
that
is the
million
area
people?
of the years. Like how much the population grows?
The population grew by
From
that much,
0
right?
to 5 years.
Yeah, for
From
zero.
5
In the interval from 2015 to 2020, it grew that amount.
It's,
Okay, it grew that amount. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Interpret in context of the problem. Okay, that's what we just did. Okay, so since P prime is the rate of change of population in a million years, represent T in years. Okay, it means that projected to increase that amount of people in that time period. So yeah, population increased, total population from 2015 to 2020. Okay, part C. If the population of the United States was 32 million in 2015, what is the projected population in 2020?
334.661 million.
Okay, now give me the whole thing. Now try it again. So it's what?
334.661.
All right, so projected population is going to be 33461 or 661 million people, right? That's the projected population. Okay. Does that make sense now or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did I go backwards again? No. There. Yeah, there it is. All right, 7. Interpret an integral whose integrand is marginal profit. So the marginal profit, P prime, okay, in dollars per unit for producing and selling X units of a product is given by the function P prime of X is equal to rad square root of X.
This has a bad profit.
Suppose that 100 units have been sold, and find the additional profit P from producing and selling 21 more units. Okay, so what is going to be my initial? What is my starting amount? 100. So I'm going to start off at integrand right here, and it's going to be 100, right?
Oh, 221.
121. Okay, what is my?
Square root of X.
So I'm going to write x to the 1/2, and that would be
dx.
dx. You agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is the word problem. This is where a lot of people get messed up. So is everyone okay with what we're doing? Yeah? Okay, so now what do?
I'm going to integrate it.
Okay, integrate this.
It's 1 over 2 square root X.
So it's
Or-
x to the 3/2, right?
Yeah.
And then if it's going to be over 3/2, if it's going to divide by 3/2, don't I just multiply by the reciprocal?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a really useful tool to actually catch on to. So if I'm dividing by 3/2, the coefficient in front of this is going to be 2/3. Does that make sense? Okay, so
Plus C.
okay, is it plus c?
I know.
No, there's bounds. Definite integral from.
Why isn't this hurts? Because if you find the root of this, it's going to be just X, not X to the 1/2.
121. I'm sorry, you're mumbling.
No.
All right.
I'm saying.
So
No, I'm not.
from 100 to 121, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. We're gonna plug in the top. So I'm gonna teach you guys this neat little trick. So the top number is supposed to be
The power inside.
the goes in first, right? So when I look at an exponent and it's a fractional exponent, the bottom of the fraction is a root, where the top of that fraction is a power. Does that make sense? You guys, yes or no? Yes? Hey, everyone nodding yes? Good? Okay. So, watch this. Neat trick to go along with this. All right, since 2 right here, so I'm going to plug in 121, right? So, what is right here, since it's fractional exponent, what is square root 121?
Yeah,
11 to the 3rd power.
what's it?
Okay. So I'll just write it out. So 2 times 11 to the third power over. Okay. So that's going to be that part. Okay. Okay. I'm just writing it out because we're going to have to plug it in anyway. All right, and minus the lower bound, right? I'm subtracting the lower bound. So lower bound here, again. So lower bound's 100. Square root of 100 is 10. The third power. 1,000 times 2.
2.
Now, did we figure out what 11 to the third power is?
So multiplied by 2, it will be 2,662.
Okay, so say it again.
2,662.
So that's going to give me 662 over 3.
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
290.
662 over 3. And you said what? 220. 220.6. So find the additional profit P producing and selling 21 more units. It's 220.66. It's money, or 67, right? That'd be 67 since it's money. So the additional profit is $220.67. And do you guys know why I did not go 3 decimals on this one?
Because cents are only 100 cents.
Yeah, it's money. Money you're gonna round to the cent anyway, right? Okay, so in that case you get that, and plus I didn't want to put 666 on my notes. So
Isn't it gonna be 67?
yeah, it would be. So anyway. All right, are we okay there?
So we're there.
All right. Are we okay? So, make sense? Questions? All right. Like, share, subscribe.